Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, the topic is, can Luka Doncic really win the MVP this year? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, be sure to check out our Dreamerspro Podcast, which we have linked in the description below. Be on the lookout for our Dreamerspro Premium platform that we're launching in the first week of January, and also be on the lookout for Dreamerspro.com, which is our sports website that we're eagerly anticipating launching and getting to work on this year. So be on the lookout for all of those things, and we'll definitely keep you guys posted. So today I want to talk about Luka Doncic, right? Going into this season, Luka Doncic has been one of the favorites to win the regular season MVP, right? And there's a lot of good reason, because this guy has been putting up some great numbers in his short career. Luka Doncic has only played for 2 years in the NBA, but let me just tell you guys the numbers that he put up last season in his sophomore year in the NBA. In his sophomore season, playing 33.5 minutes per game, he scored 28.8 points per game, shot 46.3% from the field, shot 31.5% from the three, shot 76% from the free throw line, got you 9.4 rebounds, 8.8 assists, and 1 steal per game. That was Luka Doncic's second season in the NBA. And to show you just how much of an improvement that was from his rookie year, he averaged 21, so his scoring output almost went up by 9 points. He averaged 21.2 to 28.8. Field goal percentage went up by 4%, which is really good. 3-point percentage stayed the same, more or less. Free throw percentage went up by 4 percentage points. Rebounds went up by 2, right? He was averaging 7.8 rebounds as a rookie, 6.8 assists. So assists went up by almost 3 assists per game, and he pretty much got you the same steals per game. So Luka Doncic has had a great career as a sophomore. And this year, a lot of people going into this season have him pegged to be to win the MVP this season. And this year, he's putting up some great numbers. If I'm looking at his numbers, he's averaging 29.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. So those are Luka's numbers so far this season. And obviously, some of these numbers need to be adjusted. But I'm looking at these stats on NBA.com. Last year, he also made his first playoff appearance, playing against the Clippers in the first round, and that was the first time he made it to the playoffs. And last season in the playoffs, given the fact that it was only 3 games, but look at his numbers. He averaged 31 points per game. He got you 1.2 steals, 8.8 rebounds. 8.7 assists, 9.8 rebounds, shot 36.5% from the three, and 50% from the field in just 3 games. In 6 games. Not 3. In 6 games. I think his Dallas Maverick teammate, Kristaps only played 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. So after that performance, playing against the Clippers, taking them to 6 games in the Western Conference opening round, in the first round, a lot of people were like, man, if Kristaps remains healthy, if he plays with the team this year, this team has a legitimate shot at really being a competitive team. And if they have a competitive team, it's going to bode well for his MVP chances. Now, the Dallas Mavericks started off the season kind of slow because they actually dropped their first 2 games. I think one of the games they lost to the Lakers. They lost that game to the Lakers. And the Lakers, really, to be quite honest with you, they just made it look easy on Christmas Day. The Lakers, they were hitting their stride. They were in their bag. And, it was kind of close in the first half. And in the second half, they just blew the doors off of the game. And I think they ended up beating them like 138 to 115. So the Lakers, they made that game look easy, and I think they lost the second game. I'm not sure who they lost that game to. So when they played against the Clippers last night, you could tell that they came out with a lot of desperation. I even noticed that the Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, was on the sideline. So just think about added pressure. You're playing, imagine you're at work and you have your boss literally with a glass wall staring directly at you as you work. So imagine the type of pressure that'll put you under. So they went out there, they were poised, they were focused, they were desperate, really. And they went out there and they got that win. And Luka Doncic once again shined. He had a fantastic game. Now let me just talk about some of the things that I think need to happen for this guy to have a shot at winning the regular season MVP. Okay, the first thing is Kristaps Porzingis needs to be healthy. Kristaps Porzingis needs to be healthy because he's the guy on that team that's unguardable and give that team a completely different complexion when he's playing. He's the one person on that team that you can't game plan for, you can't really guard. If you kind of assimilate him to someone like Anthony Davis and the Lakers, he's the one matchup on that team that most teams really don't have an answer for. AD is the one guy, right? And it's the same thing with Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis is 7 foot tall. He runs the floor. He can handle the ball. He blocks shots. He hits threes. He can attack from the paint. He has a post. I mean, he does pretty much everything from that team. And the guy's 7 foot tall, right? He's doing all of this at 7 feet tall. And he's a guy that you just really can't game plan for, man. And if they have him and he's healthy, then that's going to certainly go a long way to helping Luka Doncic secure the regular season MVP, because they're going to win more games. That's another thing, which brings me to my second point. For Luka Doncic to win the regular season MVP award, I think the Dallas Mavericks must be at least a top 4 seed in the Western Conference. I'm sorry. Last season, the Dallas Mavericks were number 7. They were number 7 seed in the West. I don't think you're going to win a regular season MVP award as a number 7 seed. I remember the time Kobe, I don't know if he was a number 7 or number 8 seed, and he averaged 35 points a game that year. I mean, it was crazy. And he didn't win the regular season MVP. They gave it to Steve Nash because I think his team had better regular season success. So for Luka Doncic to actually win this MVP, the team has to perform at a high level, and him being the engine of that team, being the motor of that team, being the driving force of that team, he needs to make sure that happens, right? These great numbers need to actually translate into wins. It's not like, okay, Luka Doncic is going to have some great numbers. He's going to put out some fantastic numbers. He can probably average 30, 10, and 10 and a triple-double and not win the regular season MVP award. I think people did that before with Russell Westbrook when he averaged a triple-double, and they just had to give him the MVP because, my God, it's a triple-double. When was the last time you saw someone average a triple-double for an entire season? The last time we saw that was with Oscar Robertson. But I don't even think the Oklahoma City Thunder had a good regular season record that year, right? It's not like Giannis, when he won the regular season MVP award last season back-to-back, and the Milwaukee Bucks had the number 1 record in the NBA, right? They had the number. It wasn't like as if Giannis was just good and that was it. No, he was really, really good, and his team was the best team in the regular season in the NBA. So there was no way you could kind of stop him from getting that award, and that's the reason why a lot of people voted. Like, this guy's been consistent all season long, and it needs to be the same thing with Luka Doncic. He can put up fantastic numbers, but those numbers have to translate into team success, right? It's not all on him, because his teammates do have to play, but you gotta have a good record. So those are the two things: the health of Kristaps Porzingis and them having at least a top 4 seed in the Western Conference, which is going to be extremely difficult. But if he can get those two things done, then I think he has a shot. So what I want to know from you guys is, do you think Luka Doncic can really win the regular season MVP award? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the next video that we have linked coming up at the end of this video. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that as well. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.